Hey, this is Deborah with Redirecting, and I'm just going to do just a quick garden update. Haven't done one in a while, but as you all know, we always plant our greens at a certain time during the summer so that when the fall weather kicks in, there are plenty of greens to get into. As you see, these bins are filled with greens. Not all of them, but this one right here, we have some cabbage heads. We have to get the weeds out, of course, but these are small cabbage heads. Well, they haven't formed into heads yet, but cabbage sprouts, and they're actually even beyond sprouts. I'll show you what the sprouts are. Those smaller ones there, those are the sprouts, okay? And these bigger ones are a lot more mature. Now these right here are weeds. Those are not cabbage at all. Those are weeds. But those right there, those are cabbage sprouts. And these are the formation of heads. These type of greens do much better in the fall, okay? But as you see, we have this full bed here. It's just filled with greens. And then you have this bed right here. We only planted greens in half of the bed because that was where the yard longs were planted over there. So underneath there was kind of dark, but half this bin we have greens. Now the bin next to it, we planted these seeds a little bit later in the game, but as you see, there are a lot of sprouts here. And so throughout the course of the fall season, of course, let me show you the difference. These right here are weeds, but all of these are green sprouts. So as the season progresses, these greens will fill this bed here the same way in which this one was filled, because we planted in stages. So you see, you have all of these greens here. And the reason why greens do so well in this time, because in the summertime greens don't do as well because it is just too hot and they bolt under pressure under the heat. But in the fall, it's amazing how greens they decide, hey, this is the life I want to live right here, perfect temperature. Yeah, you can hear those ducks in the background just quacking up a storm. But let me show you this here. These are greens too. What happens is, if a seed falls in the rocks, that's what happens. They are still nourished. It's okay. Yes. Okay, so anyway, these are greens too. A seed apparently fell in the rocks and it got nourished. There it is. That is a mustard variety right there. And these are mustards as well, right here. And so just wanted to give this quick update here. And those right there in the containers, these are actually asparagus. And so what we did was we planted them in containers so that they could be moved around, and we made sure they were deep enough. These right here can possibly go deeper, but this was pretty deep right here. But it takes years for them to mature. At least it's taken for us. It took actually 1 year for the batch that we did last year. They came in really good this year. So these we started this year in various containers. So next year we should have some nice asparagus come up in these. So this is my quick garden update. It's a little nippy out here today, kind of chilly. I just wanted to have this update for those of you who are very excited about gardening, whether you've gotten started. And as a matter of fact, it's not too late to get you some lettuce or greens planted. Certain varieties do very well, especially collards. Collards do well in the fall in the cold weather, okay? And if you have a greenhouse, you can certainly get you some greens in the greenhouse and have them all winter long, okay? So this is our quick garden update, and with that I will say shalom.